Hello everyone, I am Atrek. This is Dead Cells. Welcome back. We are going to attempt to find some things that we have not gotten before, which I believe means we need to go to the graveyard. So I think, honestly, let me think about this. Let me open up my map while I do. I don't know why I don't have it open already. I think a lot of the unlocks that we're missing are in the graveyard and areas around the graveyard. So I think like graveyard and forgotten area that I'm not going to name is where a few of the unlocks, there's some in like Fog Fjord I think, but some of those might also exist in, we're going to do one boss cell just so we can guarantee that we're going to get through the Watcher fight pretty easily and get to the graveyard. Would it really be the start of a video if it didn't troll me by giving me Spartan sandals? I don't think it would. Get a rapier and a repeater crossbow. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but considering this one has an affix for extra ammo, I think it's, I mean, it seems pretty good. Hello? Break the, okay, thank you. So we need to go to the graveyard, which means we have to go old sewers, or toxic sewers to old sewers, excuse me. Yeah, I like this repeater crossbow. I'm glad I upgraded it. The range on it's, you know, not great. I wanted to... Wow. Some pretty severe stun lock right there, buddy. Let's try not to die on, like, the easiest level here. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I think if it scales well, it'll probably be a decent amount better. But for now, it's definitely serving its purpose. I think I'm gonna put a point in tactics here, just to start with. Okay, we got a double upgraded ice grenade. Let's see, tactics +1, bleed 1 thaw, slow 1 thaw, minus 15% damage taken. All great stuff. Obviously, this should be pretty much a breeze with only one boss cell lit. I say lit because, once again, I'm too used to Dark Souls terminology, and you could light bonfire aesthetics in Dark Souls 2 to make things harder, and, you know, I don't know. Look, I'm in a Dark Souls state of mind, alright? I might actually play through, I feel like playing through Dark Souls again. You know? It's a game that, maybe not Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, while I enjoy it, is a little on the... I don't think it's aged very well, honestly. That's Hunter's Grenade, I don't care about that. Yeah, I don't think Dark Souls 1 is aged very well. In fact, I think it would be safe to say it's aged very poorly. It's not, it doesn't really hold up, I don't think. Yeah, show me traps and turrets. Damage to a burning target, damage to a bleeding target. I'll give it a reroll. Damage to a poison target. Reduces damage as long as you're close by. Good enough for me. I'm once again going to try and shy away from doing anything too, like, meta buildy. I won't abuse shops as much as I could/should for different things. I do want to unlock this, however. One mutation available. So I think we have, I'm pretty sure that we have all of them, if I'm correct. We have 5 in each category. That should be all of them. I think. We're gonna go with... I don't think that we need the health on kill, honestly, because we're on one boss cell. I think we probably just want to go with, like... Honestly, whatever. Just go with health on kill. Like, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. The brutality ones seem like... I don't know, man. I understand where they're coming from. They seem uninspired, I guess would be the word I would use. They're like, kind of like, yeah, okay, I guess you would put that in, sure. Like, oh, extra damage after, actually the extra damage after taking damage one, I think is actually probably the best designed of them. There's like the extra damage while something's bleeding, like, that one's also pretty okay. But like, the extra damage while there are extra enemies nearby is just kind of like... Well, we needed to fill a space there. I'm not saying I have any idea what they should replace it with, it just feels uninspired. Is all I'm trying to say. Now, does that mean it's necessarily a bad thing? I don't think so. I mean, it occupies like a necessary space in the game. I guess we'll take 1 point because it increases it from 2 HP to 3 HP. Like, they do need to have brutality mutations. And they can't all be as good as, like, Vengeance. And I don't mean good as in, like, it's really good. Although it is. I think it actually is one of the most possibly overpowered ones currently in the game. I mean good as in well-designed. Well executed. Because it kind of gives you like a... It's like the one that increases the duration of the rally. It's like, it gives you... It kind of changes the way that you play in a slight bit. It doesn't like overly change the way that you play. This is actually really good. I think I'm gonna take it over Meat Grinder. If an enemy dies while bleeding nearby, okay. So now we can pretty much go brutality from here, I think. Does this one have brutality, or it does? Okay. And it actually hits like a truck. You know, I don't know what you would put in it. Besides maybe something that, like, rewards you for hitting things more frequently. But then again, I think that would just be pretty busted as well. You know, like every hit gives you, every consecutive hit within X amount of time gives you X amount of extra damage per second, or something like that, you know? Something that rewards you for playing aggressively, which is what brutality is all about. And I think that would pair well with something like Vengeance, where you're like, okay, well, I'm playing extremely aggressively, so I'm going to get punished by getting hit. But it increases my damage, so it's all worth it. Ow. I'm taking some terrible damage here while trying to think through what I would add. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter what I would add, because I'm not a developer in this game. Much to my chagrin. They still haven't watched my videos and sent me a letter being like, oh, hey, we want you to work at our company despite having 0 credentials. Just because we think you have good ideas. Where in the heck am I going? Over here? Kamikaze, I hear you. Well, that was very mean of you, sir. So I think I need to kill, like, the host zombies and the dudes that have the scorpion mechanic thing where they, like, pull you in. As well as a few other things that I think I can find in... I think it's, like, split between the later areas, Slumbering Sanctuary, Forgotten, And, show me grenades, actually. Spider Swarm is considered a grenade? Interesting. Huh. I didn't know biter... I mean, it looks grenade-like, but... really didn't think it was a grenade. I'm gonna take this one over the other one because it has more stats. And that's basically it. There's not much justification for it outside of that, I guess. Well, it's good to know that Biter Swarm is considered a grenade. Because that means if I'm looking for Biter Swarms, I know where to look. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Oops. Need to find a ranged weapon that scales with tactics, I think. What do you got for me? Wrenching whip. Hold on, I think my little dog wants to be let out. Alright, Hugo, you wanna go outside, buddy? You wanna leave the room? Okay, come on. Here you go, buddy. Goodbye. Goodbye, Hugo. He has a little bed under my desk that he normally sleeps in while I'm on the computer. Wrenching whip. I mean, it does more damage than the rapier, I guess. It also fires an arrow, which is kind of just extra damage. So, you know, I'll take it. It's not something I've really messed with a lot, but... oh, there's an actual chest right up here as well. Alright. Nifty. Torch. No. No, thank you. I'll take a pass on that one. What do we got? Scroll up here. Sure thing. Take some brutality. Brutality is the stat for me. Take more brutality. Oh. My mistake. Not the fastest attacking weapon in the world, but not terrible. Just gonna teleport me upwards? Yeah, thought so. That's why the arrow shot is useful. Just gives you a little... ooh, that was a little too risky for my taste. Gives you a little bit of extra range with your attack. Versatility is always good, I would say. It also gives you just like an extra little burst of damage. Yeah, now you're stuck down there, buddy. What are you gonna do? Haha, loser. Was not hitting the right keys for that one. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I might start playing Dark Souls. Probably start with Dark Souls 2. I don't know. I like Dark Souls 2. I feel like it gets a bad rap because it wasn't Dark Souls 1. Basically, is what it boils down to. I think over time, people have started to kind of accept Dark Souls 2 for what it is a little bit more. But I know a lot of people are in the camp of, oh, well, it's the worst Dark Souls game. I think I disagree with that. I remember Dark Souls 2 having its issues, obviously, but what Souls game doesn't? You know, every game has its Blight Town, which is just automatically awful. All of this being said, I've never played Demon's Souls or Bloodborne because I don't own a PlayStation. I'm a PC boy. Look, okay, I didn't do it. I didn't buy it. It just gave it to me. So you can't blame me, once again. Just keep this in mind. You can't blame me if the game keeps giving me the best stuff in the game. Okay? I thought that elite being like, hey, maybe he'll have a, I wonder what's down there. Maybe he'll have a nice necklace for me so I can get rid of these prisoner's collar thing. And it was like, no. Here's this ice bow that pierces. And has a bunch of extra stats in addition to that. I really need a better melee weapon. I'm gonna see what's over here. It could be, I don't think it's gonna be a scroll, but it could be a loot. It could just be like a kamikaze sitting in a corner waiting for me as well. I think that's also a feasible thing for it to be. I guess. I don't know. Oh, that was dumb. Hello, cake. I guess I could have vendored the cake. That's pretty much a full clear, isn't it? Yep. There's the unintentional full clear again. I guess actually half of that was intentional, so I can't really call it an unintentional full clear. I'm gonna keep spending cells on this. I know I probably want to save things for the Foundry, but what are you gonna do? Damage after killing an enemy. I think this one is probably the... like, this and this... this one just seems uninspired. This one changes the way that things work, but I don't think it does it in a good way. I think I'm gonna go with probably just damage after killing an enemy. Sure. It seems like the most solid choice. I don't know, I feel like maybe something that, like, lowers your damage by 10% or some 15% or something, but increases your attack speed by, you know, 25%. So it's like a trade-off where you want to be able to hit faster, but you hit for less. You know, something that kind of modifies the way that the game functions is a good thing, I think. That would be something I would like to see, but who knows? Mutations may never change. Which would be a shame. If they did, in fact, never change. I feel like some of them are going to get nerfed in the upcoming... I say upcoming like I have insider knowledge of when the patch is going to be. In an upcoming patch, I guess, would probably be a safer thing to say. I have no insider knowledge at all. I'm not a big enough YouTuber for that kind of thing, and also I don't think they even give that information out to people who are big enough YouTubers. That was terrible. Another mushroom man. Would you... I'm trying to read a scroll here, sir. You could please just leave me be. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on not taking too much damage and dying. This wrenching whip is really, like, messing with me because I'm not used to using it in the slightest. I just dropped down and lost all of my progress. Nifty. Yeah, I really need a better melee weapon. I feel like the whips kind of occupy a weird space of being like a pseudo-ranged weapons. But I don't know if anyone actually... I used to use them for ranged, like, weapon stuff. And then I just kind of realized that they weren't great. Like the, ooh, buddy. The whatchamacallit, is actually a pretty good ranged. The electric whip, the one that, like, auto-locks on, is a pretty good ranged weapon substitute. What an actual waste of a chest. Now I have this curse for nothing. If I was going to take damage and die from the curse, I think that was the place that it would have happened. Just gonna get rid of that. turkey. Well, that'll be nice if I ever take damage. That's a bug right there. That thing doesn't extend fully into the ground. Extremely minor visual bug, but yeah, I fight an elite with a curse on, huh? Yeah, good joke. I'm actually shockingly extremely happy to see these kamikazes. Because they're like the easiest way to lift a curse. So, I'm very happy to see them. Thankfully, they do not count as trash enemies. Like some other enemies that are trash enemies that I don't think should count, but I understand with the changes to curses why they made them trash enemies. Like those little leech boys. It was a little too easy to purge curses off. Maybe, how about maybe another brutality idea here. Maybe something that increases your damage while you have the speed thing going on. See if we can find a better knife star. Ooh. Rose wing. 2 times damage dealt, 2 times damage received. Don't know how I feel about that one. I really would like a weapon vendor, please. I'll spend here. I think I've got the gold. I've got the gold to justify it, and I also don't really have any reason not to. It'll help me with Foundry progress a little bit. Yeah, I really wish this wrenching whip was anything else. Like, it's doing fine for now. But it really needs to be something different. Alright, there's a shop. Please be a weapon shop. I'm begging you. It's a weapon shop, thank goodness. Melee weapons. War spear. Don't really have too much money to be messing around here. I guess I'll take a balanced blade. I mean, it's just better than the wrenching whip. It's not my ideal. I would have preferred something like a, I don't know, a frantic sword. Maybe I should have taken the war spear. I don't know. Am I full clearing again? There's an Impaler 3 up there that I could have gone for, huh? Oops. Maybe I should have done that. Oh my goodness. Love being able to just slice through some kamikazes with long dives. Is there anything else alive up here? Since we are trying to get some Foundry progress done, we might as well clear out as much as we can. I mean, it's not like it's taken... Whoa, buddy. It's not like it's taken an excessively long amount of time to clear these things out, so... Might as well do what I can while I can. Whew. What a dive. Okay, hold on, there's a treasure room. Alright, what you got for me? Aura of Laceration. No thanks. I think my basic plan right now with the Foundry is just to upgrade everything to at least like +1 or +2 if possible. Obviously the +2 is going to take a while, but at least +1 for now. And then maybe go more specialized once I start getting into higher boss cell runs. Once I start like consistently doing the 2s and 3s runs. We can start getting into some bigger upgrades and go more specialized for the things that we want to be upgrading. I've been hitting left trigger for a while now and nothing happened. Okay. Knockout shield. Nifty. I know I have like a lot of shields to work on. I just don't really find shields to be that good currently. I don't know, I think there are a few decent shields. I'm gonna keep going brutality, honestly. Go a little glass cannon. We're already at 3 HP when you kill an enemy. And I think it takes 2 or 3 extra upgrades past what I already have to make it anything else. There's a mushroom man trying to ruin my fun. Oh, scorpion down here, huh? This typically leads to some kind of treasure, right? Or is it just gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be like vampirism. Another thing I don't really oh, hello. Don't really like vampire. That was interesting. I don't really like vampirism. I think the concept is okay, but the execution seems pretty poor. Now here's the thing that I wondered, like, do those little leech trash mob boys count as kills for the mutation? Like, do they keep extending my increased damage after killing an enemy type deal? Or no? It's things like that that I need to know before I can, like, I guess fully evaluate. What's going on? There's a scroll of power up there? Maybe I'm gonna get to it once I go up here. The sword throwing a grenade is actually working out pretty well for killing all these kamikazes and stuff. And I assume it doesn't stack either. If it stacked, I think you'd be pretty much brutalizing everything. That was really bad damage, wow. Shockingly terrible. Alright, well, here we go. We're gonna start putting some in survival. Get that HP increaser up a little bit. The mushroom man. This should be the end of the level. Yeah. Question is, do I want to go back? I could get some cakes, some turkey, whatever. I'm not worried about it, I don't think. Alright, so let's finish that off. So maybe we don't have all the mutations. I guess, because there's 6 general ones. I guess maybe this one doesn't count, so maybe that is all the mutations. I don't know. Time available to recover your health after taking damage multiplied by 2. That sounds pretty good, but I'm gonna pass on it for now. I think what I want, I don't have any way to, I guess I have Knife Storm to bleed them, but it doesn't seem very good. Maybe Vengeance, maybe just cooldown reduction, so I can throw the knives out more frequently with Knife Storm. That seems like it could be pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna go with cooldown reduction. Just once again, so I can throw out the knife. I can throw out the Knife Storm and the ice grenade a little bit more. And then there's mutations like the cooldown reduction and the HP after killing enemies. Sorry, I got to itch my eye. That, like, they're bland, they're boring, but they need to exist because it's just how the game works. You know? Like, it needs to be in the game because that's just, it's part of how the game, like, needs to function. I can't believe I ever had difficulty with this boss. I guess it was kind of a different time, though, you know? Not a different time, like, I mean, timeline-wise, it actually was a completely different time. I'm talking more in the sense of, like, I didn't have the experience or the upgraded weapons or whatever that I do now. Like, knowing a boss's patterns is a large step towards being able to beat the boss. And now I know its patterns, so... Like, I know that that's gonna do that little dive thing where it goes to the other side and starts swinging towards me, and I can just freeze it. You know? I know how these tentacles AI work a little bit better. Oh, I messed that throw up. Now, all these things said, I still do mess up on the boss fight, obviously. No one's perfect. I mean, some people are perfect. I'm not one of them. That still hit me? I'm a bit confused by that. And now I just kind of breeze through this boss, but once again, I think that is due to the knowledge of what the boss does. Alright, we need to go Graveyard, which should be it. There it is. Alright, so Graveyard is where we're going to get... We need to kill the host thingies and the other thingies. So we got 2 upgrades available. Could finish out Cluster Bomb, which I think we're going to do. And then we've got 1 more upgrade. And I think that we might want to upgrade some of these more like interesting ranged things, maybe. Or maybe another shield. No, we've got 4 shields already. Let's upgrade the blood shield. I like the blood shield. And then I think we're gonna do something like Flame Torrent, because it's interesting, you know? It's pretty good. I don't want either of those, so don't have anything to unlock for him. I think we're gonna stick with what mutations we have. I think we've got decent mutations. They might not be the best, but they're not the worst. Are they actually like all the basic mutations that you start off with? Is that what I'm actually rolling? I think I am. I think I'm starting with the 3 mutations that they give you at the beginning of the game when you unlock mutations, or when you get... You don't unlock mutations, do you? There's nothing up there. I thought for sure there was. Huh. These things, I think, I need to get something from. These boys right here. These little fly things. I'm pretty sure they dropped the shovel, which is that thing I saw in a daily forever ago and was like, this is amazing, how do I get it? They're so bothersome because they're just difficult to make come down. Oh, there's a time door. I mean, I doubt I made it, but that's actually like a, what is that, a 22.5-minute time door? It's not too bad to make. I could definitely rush that if I need to. I don't think it has. These guys, I think, also have something I need to unlock. And they're found in like every area possible, so it shouldn't... I'm honestly shocked that I haven't found it yet. In fact, they might have 2 things that I need to unlock. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm kind of surprised I haven't found it yet. There's a crow's wing. Because I feel like I've killed so many of those guys in like Fog Fjord, Slumbering Sanctuary, and here. I mean, maybe it's just RNG, you know? Alright, what you got for me, shop? This is not a shop. This looks a lot more like combat to me. Apparently also these things drop a pattern that I don't have. A little training dummy boys. Which is crazy because I've killed actually so many of them. I think it's just a percentage thing once again, you know? Like, eventually I'm going to have to get it. I'm just shocked I haven't already. Alright, so there's the shop finally. Ah, it's a freaking... Show me randoms. Nope. Nah. Maybe I should have gone with just grenades and tried to find a better grenade, or gone with miscellaneous and tried to find a better knife storm. But oh well. Wait for all their little bat friends to pop out and then start bleeding them. Alright, come on. Show me some patterns, please. You got to. Surely by now you have to. I feel like you're like contractually obligated to drop things eventually. I mean, it is... I think most drop rates are like probably less than 0.5%, so... It's not actually surprising to me that I haven't seen them yet. Because that means I would have to kill like 200 of them. Oh shoot. You should not be allowed to hang out with these vape boys. I think I remember, so I looked up just like kind of a basic overview of what I was missing. I think the vape boys dropped something as well that I haven't gotten. And that's like possibly where it ends. That's possibly the last few things that I need before I have everything unlocked. There's a few that are like in the game files but aren't in the game yet, and I'm not really worried about those because they're not in the game yet. They're just in the files. +4. Were we at +4? I thought we were only at +3, but I could be wrong. There's a vape nation boy here. Oh shoot. That's a lot of kamikazes. Pretty sure I already have these guys thing. And then the two new big enemies in, obviously in Slumbering Sanctuary, the golems and the weird dudes without legs that just, like, teleport away from you. Those jerks I also don't have a pattern from. But I'm hunting now. Now that I've got all my boss cells unlocked, I'm hunting to try and get the 100% items so I can start upgrading them and start actually, like, having true runs, you know what I mean? It's like an Isaac, like, I feel like you can't really do, like, random Eden runs until you've unlocked everything. I mean, obviously you can, if you wanted to, but it's not like, it doesn't feel pure. Maybe I'm probably just a dirty purist at heart, which I am, but, you know. Kill him with an ice bow. Drop the shield. Thank you. Oh, crap. There's supposed to be a shop. Why am I just getting combat? Or, I'm sorry, a treasure chest. But all I'm getting is combat. Toxic Cloud, that's the one we've unlocked recently. Don't think it's very good. I'm gonna take a drink here. Just, you know, safety. We haven't missed anything. I am going to spend time full clearing this whole area. For obvious reasons, I would hope. I want the pattern, so... Getting the pattern kind of involves, you know, killing everything. And hoping for the best. I'm gonna leave that there. I was thinking about recycling it, but then I saw that it was only like a few hundred gold or some nonsense. I can't unlock that. Okay. Interesting. I mean, obviously it's right here, but that room is a pain because it's got a bunch of invincible guys defending it, and then I can't even hit them. There's a vape boy. I don't see any movement here. There's definitely movement right here. And there's definitely movement right next to him. There we go, we got him. I should have saved that for when the bats came out. Oh well. Got over enthusiastic with the knife storm. Alright, where's the training dummy? Oh my goodness gracious, he is well defended. That is one extremely well defended training dummy. Two of these boys up here, huh? You wanna leave me alone, dude? Stop trying to wall hack me. Oh. Missed one. Still no pattern, huh? You're holding out. Gonna make me work for it, aren't you? Alright, well there's our key. I don't remember there being any... Oh, there's this little secret. Phaser. Yeah, get rid of it. Probably shouldn't have long dive dove? Probably shouldn't have dove there. I think that might have been a spike trap. But oh well. Alright, so now we go back, I think. Get rid of this freaking training dummy. Alright, cool. I love the aesthetic on this place. Probably said it before, but surely is gorgeous. Throw a knife storm, please. I'm gonna go down here until I get a teleporter, probably. Where's the vape niche boy? There you are. Drop me your pattern, you jerks. Where are my patterns? I came here for patterns. Alright, there's a teleporter, so I'm going back up. I'm pretty sure that's the ending right there, so I'd rather just keep exploring and killing enemies, and I could be completely wrong. Alright, there's also a scroll here, which is nice. We're almost at the 5 HP gained per kill. Oh, hello. I do actually need to kill you, so thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is just the secret thing. Oh, yeah, right. Don't fall in the spikes, cool. I do remember there being spikes there, so. Alright, so now we're going to continue into the actual underground of the graveyard. What is causing all the viscera? Knife storm, okay. Well, that sucks. Froze him under the ground, huh? Hey, it's a food vendor. I'll take a quick little bite of some cake. Thanks, buddy. Alright, gotta stop long diving in these areas. 10 more cells? Oh, another cake. Probably could have saved that one. So vape boy, this is why you stop long diving. Okay. Yes, hello, Vape Nish. Oh boy, that's a lot of kamikazes, and I think my game is actually slowing down in addition to the enemies. The amount of particles may have just lagged my game out. Drop a pattern, sir. That guy was glitched out. Where is my pattern, dude? Come on. I'm literally here for the patterns. I don't need to be here. Okay? So there aren't 4 boss cells in the game, so this must be, I guess that's just a hint that they're going to add more content. Which I'm pretty sure everyone already knew. The game is not complete. When you get to the wharf, it literally says, this is the end of the current build, but the game is not complete, so come back later when the game is complete. Alright, so we're at 5. 5 per kill now. Which is where we wanted to be. It's a lot of bats. Am I done with this area yet? Drop me a pattern. My goodness. You guys are jerks. These guys are stingy when it comes to patterns, apparently. Oh no. This is the problem with those things that give everything else invincibility. It just becomes a little bit, hey, finally! We got the blueprint. It is a rare blueprint, so that makes sense why it was taking so freaking long to drop. We'll probably take tactics here. Are we already at 5? We are at 5, okay. That'll start bleeding everything down here, which is nice. I wasn't able to kill that guy fast enough to spread the bleed. Actually, I don't think that would have worked, so never mind. I'm gonna take a sip. Alright, there's Forgotten, which is the area that we need to go to, sadly. But there is more to explore, and we are here for patterns, so sorry to say it, we're gonna keep exploring. I would love for these videos to be slightly longer, but it's just not. When you're trying to grind out areas for patterns, I'm not, and you know, I could be persuaded, you know, oh hey buddy, you already got one pattern. Isn't that good enough for you? The answer is no. I want as many as humanly possible. I want to not have to come here repeatedly, you know, all the time. So give me every pattern. You I don't need a pattern from, leave me be. There's nothing else up here, right? No, I think we killed it all. Now you boys, we definitely need patterns from. That might have been a bad slam. Whoa, buddy. Hello. Yeah. Cursed chest. Right next to some spikes. Just what I like to see. That's actually a pointless teleport, so I don't know why I was even considering it. I guess it saves, like, a slight bit of time. Maybe. Alright. Fire grenade. And is that a full clear? No. There's a little bit left. There's a little bit left. We got one blueprint, which is good enough, I guess. I mean, not good enough, but it's good. I'd rather have multiple. But I guess maybe we need to start bringing Hunter's Grenade here. I really don't want to. Alright, give me a better knife, Storm. Shots pierce the first target, swarm of biters. Perfect. Sounds good to me. I'd like a better weapon, but, you know, beggars, choosers, etc. There is still this area up here. I doubt it will yield anything, but as I've said, I really just want patterns. I hate that. I hate that so much. So this should probably just lead to the exit for the other area, right? I don't know why the kamikaze decided to come up here. That was a really weird thing that just happened there. Like, I don't think that kamikaze should have come up here. Or come up there and try to fight me. I don't know how that guy wasn't even aggroed. There's a vape boy. No pattern from him yet. I guess. Jerk. Like a million kamikazes, always good to see. 2 times damage dealt, 2 times damage received, no thank you. I will take a pass. Once again, my long diving leaves a lot to be desired. That was kind of a silly roll. Maybe you can only get 1 rare blueprint per run, or no, I've definitely had runs that had multiple rare blueprints, so, well, there's a full clear. We're done. I am correct that that is a full clear. I believe I am, and I need to go to Forgotten anyways, as much as I hate it. Yeah, perfect. I need to go there to unlock some stuff, so. Alright, what is a shove shield? Violently knocks back enemies, double the effect if you parry correctly. I'm gonna save myself for doing some damage to our Foundry progress. That doesn't seem all that good to me. I mean, I don't know, most of the shields that aren't like punishment or counter shield or spike shield just seem not great. I don't know. Forgotten Shield. Who are you, by the way? Like, I think I've talked about how well of a design that is. Having those like little areas, those little light up things before you even get to the normal. There we go. Before you get into the normal areas, just to like, because it shows you without telling you, hey, these things give you light, and then if you stick around long enough, they obviously go away. And that's a great, speaking of light, that's a great way of introducing you to a new mechanic without just being like, hey, here's the mechanic. You get it? It's a good way of tutorializing something without just shoving it in your face or putting on a screen like, oh no, you need light. Use these things to get more light. I prefer it when they show you instead of tell you. It's just a better way of having a game teach you things. Oh, I think these spinny axe boys I need to kill as well. I need to kill a lot of things, in case you haven't realized. And it's all stuff in the later stages of the game, so... It's not like I can just keep, like, reset farming the first area or anything like I used to be able to when I was looking for older patterns. That was back in the day. That wasn't recently. I think my, little biter boys did that one. I'm running out of light here, so I need to kill this guy pretty quickly. Ooh, okay. Minus 25% damage taken. Causes all arrows to fall is kind of useless, but it has the same other stats, and it... Does it do more damage? Nah, it doesn't do more damage. Oh well. Oh, that was dumb of me. Hold on. There's something else over... Oh, never mind. That's actually just a completely separate area. My mistake. Okay. Need some light, please. I think here we're close-ish to this getting us extra HP, but I think I care more about damage at this point. Oh my goodness. I'm about to start taking a lot of suffocation damage, or whatever it's called. Lack of light damage, I guess. I don't know. I think this has a light switch inside of it. It does not, which is really weird. Why is there no light inside of here? Please, send light. Alright, we're suffocating. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. I'm looking for a light source. I'm looking. Trust me, I'm looking. Goodness gracious, that was terrible. So I guess if we can avoid that area, we're going to. Because we've learned that there's no freaking light in there. Jeez. Alright, please give me a better melee weapon. It's kind of the same thing that I have, except it gives me... If you said buy the cursed sword, you're a joker. Frantic sword now, on the other hand. That's a good boy right there. Fires an arrow upward, fires an arrow forward. That's a good good deal. Bargain right there. So let me think. Maybe we need to go down there. Maybe we do need to go up there. I don't know. We need to get keys, so we have to figure out where the... You know what? I'm gonna do it left to right. This time we're losing some light sources here. Oh my goodness, this is just a freaking dead end. Time to start suffocating again. Ugh. Cripes, man. Can a boy just have some light? This is a dead end as well. Wow. Sweet. Apparently this place is full of freaking dead ends. So, yeah, there's gotta be a different... Are you kidding me? I guess we have to go up to that area that has no light and is just going to strangle me. Oh boy. Keep going up, come on. Come on, dude. This is why those boss doors need freaking light sources with them. What has happened? I can't even see very well. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, these things need light sources attached to them or something. So we're currently in Frantic Sword crit region, which we might want to stay in. As long as we can keep our light about us. Alright, so there's a teleporter. To our first key. If we go up against one of those spinning guys, I think we're gonna have to pop the last flask. It's just terrible, man. I guess this area is designed so you're not supposed to be re-clearing very much. If that makes sense. Like, it discourages you from ever backtracking too hard because you're gonna be out of the temporary light sources. Ugh, that was bad. For multiple reasons. Alright, here's an extra light source. Alright, so that wasn't terrible. Eventually Frantic Sword is going to stop working because of our mutation. But at that point, I mean, we'll have healed a bit, so... I need to stop letting these guys snipe me so much. I'm running out of light here. Get this temporary light boy. I think, yeah, this place is, I think, probably one of the more well-designed of the later areas. I do like Slumbering Sanctuary, but Slumbering Sanctuary is kind of like the opposite of this place, right? Because this place discourages you from backtracking through the use of these light sources that just keep breaking. And Slumbering Sanctuary not only encourages you, but actually just forces you to backtrack. Where's the key? It forces you to backtrack because it doesn't have teleporters anywhere. And it wants you to go back through everything that you've done so you can see the new enemies that have spawned. So I'm thinking this is probably going to give us the key. Maybe. So come to think of it, they're like opposite design philosophies. What do we want? I mean... nothing really. Honestly, like, we're kind of set. I guess I can just teleport. I don't need to use the weird smiley. I don't need to use the smiley face to take me back. But like areas like this, like, where's my freaking light, dude? I'm pretty sure you get light after you pick up a scroll, but apparently I'm wrong. These caster guys seem to be like the Guardians of the Light or something. Oh no! This is bad. I think I'm gonna take the last drink here. Puts me out of Frantic Sword crit range, which sucks, but what are you gonna do? There's a scroll down here that I want. I think I'm gonna take survival. Alright. Still at 5 HP per kill. Alright, that's... wow. What a reason to come down here. Come on, thank you. Whew. Buddy, these Journey Between Lights are killer. So obviously we're going to start doing significantly less damage because we're not in Frantic Sword crit range yet. Just yet. And we need to preserve as much HP as possible because we are out of drinks. Never really liked Frost... wait, what? I don't have the key, right? I don't have the key. Okay, so it has to be in that area down there. Interesting. I thought I was going the right way. Turns out I was wrong. And that should be pretty much the final area, right? I should be getting close to being done with this area. Oh, goodness gracious. There's a whole lot of nonsense going on here. Okay, well, at least there's light. Teleporter to the final key. There we go. Sweet. Or at least what I believe is the final key. It could not be. And then the key goes in this, which we're gonna have to kind of make a mad dash for. Kind of actually just navigating using the minimap right now. There we go. And more smileys. Away we go, Mr. Smiley. I thought I froze him. Gotta use this. As much as I kinda don't want to. Alright, we're at 6 HP recovered, but I think we're actually healthy enough to start just putting points back into brutality. I may have the thing already from the trackers, I can't remember. I wonder what's up there. Probably nothing, but... You are a jerk. I think I actually need something from them as well. Alright, well, I mean, that's easy enough. Grab the light really quickly. This is a bad idea. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. But the zone's over, right? So, yeah, it doesn't matter. Because the area is over. Still don't think I want a shove shield. Alright, we do need to change our mutations. We need this thingy, because it's amazing. We need, cooldown reduction, for sure. And then probably damage after taking damage. I think this is like the boss killer setup. We've got our 2 pieces of CC, we should be pretty set to just kind of steamroll this. Alright, hello Assassin, how are you? Nice to see you again. It's been barely any time at all. Yep, phase 2. Sure. And I mean, there you go. There's the benefit of, what is it, revenge or vengeance or something? The one that gives you extra damage after you take a hit. There's the benefit of that. Pretty plain and simple. So we could upgrade 2 things to ++ if we wanted to, or we could just upgrade a bunch of things to basic. I think we're probably going to upgrade a bunch of things to basic level of being useful. I mean, things that I think I'm actually going to use, like Rapier. What was the one that I put some points into? Fire Torrent? Yeah. And then I've got one more thing that I can upgrade to basic level, and then I could probably just upgrade, like, something to ++. I think I'm gonna upgrade War Spear to ++ because, I mean, listen, you know how I feel about that weapon. Maybe Spiteful Sword is good, or Swift Sword. Sorry it always takes me a while on these things, but Gotta make sure you're using everything properly, right? I guess I pretty much have everything that I want, so let's just start going down the list to get everything to base level. So this now increases, yeah, that's like some good stuff right there. Still have the shove shield to unlock, but that's fine. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment. I'm sorry these have been going a little bit longer, but I mean, now that we're pretty much running to the assassin every single round, or every single run, I think that they're just going to get a little bit longer. I'll probably stop full clearing once I have every pattern and stuff. I might farm for patterns off screen or something, I don't know. I guess leave a comment if you actually want to see me farming for patterns or not. But anyways, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.